Hello students, I'm Mrs. M. I'm your art teacher for this year. Every time we start a lesson, we are going to do a mantra. A mantra is something that you say to get you ready to make art, to get you ready to learn. Are you ready? I'm ready. I am an artist.
I am an artist.
I am creative.
I am creative.
I make mistakes.
I make mistakes.
But mistakes are great.
But mistakes are great.
Because they help us learn.
Because they help us learn.
Awesome. Are you ready to learn?
Yeah!
The special word is try. T-R-Y, that spells try. It means that even though your plan has changed or your art doesn't look what you thought it would be, you keep working. You may have thought it was going to be this, but instead it's turning out like this. Artists change their mind all the time and they keep on trying. For today's lesson, you will need a piece of paper. It could be white, or it could be from a notebook and have lines on it, either one. You are also going to need something to color with. It could be markers. It could be crayons, or it could be colored pencils. You will need paper and colors. Go ahead and get your supplies. Today's special word is try. And when you try, you keep going, and even if something happens that you don't really love, you keep on going and you change your mind or you turn it into something new. So we're going to try, and even if we make a mistake, we're going to turn it into something great. So did you see what just happened? I put my marker down and I started to go. You are going to play a game and see if you can challenge yourself into drawing the very longest line without touching another part of the line. I think I might have to stop. I think I've touched the line, but I'm going to keep trying to go. Even if I touched a little bit, I'm not scribbling. I'm trying to make the longest noodle ever. And I'm going back and forth. So I'm trying. I'm going to see what happens and how long I can keep going with this line to fill up my paper without overlapping it and without stopping, but I don't want to touch any other part of the line. And I think I'm going to run into an end. Ooh. Can I get through? I kind of got through. I'm going to keep going. I think that that's okay. Even if it touches a little bit, that's okay as long as you don't totally overlap. All right, I'm done. I ran off the paper right there. So I started here. This was my starting spot. And I landed here. Now, look at this. What could it be? Is it anything? Is it just a noodle that goes on and on? Is it a snake, the longest snake ever? What could you do with this? Perhaps you want to just start coloring it in with some patterns and lines. So I'm trying. Ooh, this is kind of cool. I'm curving when I'm coloring, and it's making it look like it is popping out, like it's three-dimensional. So I'm going to try that. That's a cool way to try. I never even thought of that before. So I'm doing that first. Then maybe I want to do something that goes behind it. Now really, I did not start this art project with a major plan. I knew I was going to draw a line that kept going and going as long as I could without it overlapping. But now I'm to the point where I really don't know exactly what's going to happen. And I'm going to keep trying even if I'm not sure what is going to happen, or even if I don't even know if I'm going to like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you some of the choices that you can do. So at this point, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay, like I can keep going. But what if I get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I don't really like this. What can I do? Well, first, I could flip it over and try again. Starting with my line. Seems like I always like to start in that corner, and I'm making the longest line ever with never ever stopping. I am going to keep going without overlapping. Okay, so I could start again. Another way to solve the problem is perhaps I want to color over what I don't like. So I'm going to color over that because I wasn't really loving the purple lines there. It wasn't working as well as I thought it did the first time. So I'm going to turn this into red. Now what if I've done all these things, I have colored over, I'm still not liking this part. Well, who says that I have to work in a rectangle? I could rip my paper, I could cut it, and I kind of like that this edge right here now looks like that. That's really fun. Maybe I want to cut on this side and turn it into a shape. And then I'm going to start going again and coloring in some spaces. Maybe I want to do a pattern. Maybe I want to do, turn it into that really big snake. So look at how I'm experimenting, I'm trying, I'm keep on going even if my plan has changed. Enjoy trying in your art lesson today.